Much love to Bungie. They're letting me experience their baby. I'm talking about Destiny 2 coming out later this year. They're giving us an exclusive look at their multiplayer right now. Our coverage of E3 2017 continues. What up? Adrian Hernandez here, covering a game, a franchise that literally makes me cry. I'm talking about Destiny 2. Activision's baby is back. Bungie, I just want to take time out at the beginning of this video to say I love you. I miss you guys. I know this is impossible, but if you guys could come back and make a Halo and save us, we need you more than you know. Please try to do it. Nonetheless, we're here to talk about Destiny 2. We'll be arriving at the end of the year just in time for the holiday season. Activision couldn't be happier about this. This game had a very weird history. Look, we knew Destiny 2 was going to happen. We didn't know that leaks about this game and the campaign and the story surrounding this game to be leaked all the way back in February, which kind of changed the trajectory and everything about this game. Destiny was a huge part of the Sony press conference. Sony will still get all those exclusives and all that good stuff. I got to get my hands on the game myself. Shout out to Activision for making that happen. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't play the first Destiny because I was like a spiteful ex. I wasn't doing it. It would hurt too much. I did get to play it this year, though, and I will tell you one thing. It's going to be more competitive because Crucible is now 4v4. The game looks gorgeous, and I'm going to be honest, it plays a lot like Halo, which isn't a terrible thing. Because of the leaks, this game is going to have a beta in July, and they moved up the date. I believe it's September 6th for the release, which I think they had to move 2 or 3 weeks. So be it. If you like Destiny, get it. If you haven't played Destiny, you probably should buy Destiny 2. You'll get your money's worth. There's a million things to do with this game. And like I said, it feels like Halo. It looks like Halo. Excuse me for my ignorant view, but that's a very, very good thing. So shout out to Destiny 2. Moving on to Madden NFL 18. The Tom Brady cover is finally here. To start this off, though, EA, unfortunately, is not letting anybody release any gameplay, even though it was available to play at E3 and EA Play. So we're just going to have to play this trailer. I got my hands on it, and first things first, you will feel a difference with whoever you're playing. If you're playing with a scat back or you're playing with a freaking fullback that doesn't have the ball or a tight end, you are going to feel that difference in weight and in movement, which is awesome. I am a simulation type person, so I could not be happier, but you need to be careful. Do not overplay anything because it is not easy to recover. New things that they implemented in this year, they added target passing, which is essentially a better and more difficult version of the cone. Unfortunately, it is a feature that you can turn on and off because I feel like it should be on because it will determine who's better, and then it makes a skill gap. It's an option that you can turn on and off. It's interesting. It's dope. It's more things that you should need in a football game to tell the difference between who's better. Because Madden for these past couple of years, you already know you can use glitches. You can use the star players. Make sure that you can trigger the animation so that they can catch the ball. All that is corny, so I'm glad they fixed it. DBs and wide receivers, that is a huge thing that they're focusing on. The battles will be fun. They will be interesting. You can literally hold each other within the 5 yards. You can feel that. It's not just pressing the swap button. It's not just strafing to make sure you line up with the wide receiver. The hit stick this year has improved. That's another thing that changed, just like the cone. You just can't spam that and think you're going to get a hit. You can actually target specific spots on the ball. Going back to the DBs and the wide receivers, you will be able to, in these settings, to line up your cornerbacks with your wide receivers based on overall ratings, based on the speed, based on the height, based on the jumping ability, which is dope. The main feature that EA was talking about, not only in NBA Live, but in Madden, was the story mode, was the get your player into the NFL, which was cool. It was tight. This story was interesting. Look, it's a story mode. It looks like a movie. You can play from Pop Warner to the NFL. You will not play an NFL game in this story. You will be in the combine. You will have NFL players in the story, but you won't play in the NFL. You will be playing in college. You will be playing in high school. You will be playing in Pop Warner. So 4 different levels are involved. This story mode it's not going to be the same all the time. You can make decisions based on those. That's going to change the trajectory. You're going to have 45 playable characters. I said you're going to go on the combine, and a lot of football education, a lot of drills. Look, whether you like it or not, these story mode type things are going to be in sports games for the rest of time, and this is just the beginning. Overall, it is an improvement, which is all we want from our sports games every year. Keep it locked here on the Beats YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, and more content from E3 is on its way.